Hello, peeps, peepettes, and peep days. Welcome to the 9th. You heard that right. 9th. That's what? 2 months in it, 2 months in a week. 9th installment of your favorite podcast in the intergalactic spectrum, Bottom Fraggers podcast. I want to, before I bring Sam on, I want to apologize to everyone for not being here last week. I'm sure it was painstakingly fucking boring. It must have been horrible. And I'm so sorry that I put you guys through that. Okay. However, we are, Sam's flipping me off. Let me welcome my very, very beautiful co-host, Sam the Fashions. Hey, Sam.
Hi.
How are you, Sam?
Well, I'm a little mad about what you just said, but I do have a Go-Gurt, and I'm feeling okay because of the Go-Gurt. It's going to get me through these troubling times.
Dude, it's kind of nuts that you mentioned Go-Gurt, and what a weird fucking thing to start on. I hadn't had Go-Gurt since I was like 9 or 10 years old. And just recently, because I have a daughter, right? So we got her Go-Gurt, and I stole one of her Go-Gurts. And this is the one snack, this is the one relivable experience from your childhood that honestly has retained its hype. It's fucking delicious. And it's convenient.
I wish they made adult sizes. Like literally double the size. They're like, hey, Go-Gurts for fat kids and adults, and like I could just like I can literally just go and then just like have all that yogurt in my mouth and like it's a cum shot of Go-Gurt. Which it's just maybe not a good way to like think about it, but like if you like cum shots, I guess I don't know. Anyway,
what a great start. What a great start. But listen, it's weird. This is weird. I missed an entire week. I don't ever want to do that again. That was weird. But I am back. Sam move set up. Yes. For those of you that are not here watching this live, everyone is one by one noticing that Sam has moved his entire setup. And I mean, part of it I like because I can see he's got some artwork up on his wall, which is kind of nice. And it does look more spacious. But I really miss the stuff that was in his backdrop before. He had a Steven Universe with the Infinity Stone gauntlet. There it is.
Yeah. It's there's pros and cons to the setup the way it was. My living room. I have a small house. My living room feels so much bigger when this is tucked against the wall instead of my back to the wall. That's why I did it. I sacrificed the cooler background. But we out here, and it's okay. And today's episode is going to be a lot about streaming. It's called Streaming 101 and like kind of really basic shit for people who are just starting streaming. And I can tell you right now that your setup, it doesn't too much matter, but like make it comfortable. I'll tell you that much.
I think your setup matters.
Okay, so obviously you're set up, like if you're talking about equipment, that's a different story. But like how you are perceived on the camera and what your background looks like, it does matter. And if you can't get around it at all, green screen is going to be awesome. But
yeah.
This isn't so bad. Like seeing a whole room in StreamYard, I don't have it cropped down, but in OBS I have it cropped down a little bit, so you see a little bit less trash on my desk over here. Sheesh. But it matters, I guess. Yeah, but comfort matters probably more to me.
No, I get that. And you know what? A lot of questions are going to be answered in this episode because we were, we love transparency here. We were ill prepared. So what we're doing in this episode is kind of what I wanted to do in the beginning. There's a few things that I want to hit with this podcast, and the rest of it is kind of just see where it goes. And we did do the one; it was the mental health, but the other one was also kind of like an informational type thing. Not that Sam or I are by any means fucking professionals or the best in the biz by any means, but for people that are curious and they're thinking about it and they're looking up the Harris Heller videos and they haven't pulled the trigger yet, I kind of wanted to make an episode that someone can reference and go to not only learn a little bit but maybe even find some motivation for some things where you think things matter so much and don't, like what Sam was just talking about. Your fucking background, come on, man. If you're fucking fun, you're fucking high energy, and you're keeping everyone entertained, nobody fucking cares that you have a half-eaten plate of bacon sitting behind you. You know what I mean?
Who the fuck half eats a plate of bacon though? Monsters. Like
Monsters.
bro. Finish it.
Psychopaths. I don't trust them. I don't even eat bacon though.
That is actually, we talked about this, I think maybe maybe it was a soft launch episode, but we talked a little bit about this, and this is interesting. Your setup might not matter too much, but having a camera, I think both of us would say 100% does matter.
Yes.
If you can have a camera, have a camera. Don't be shy.
Which you really don't have an excuse, because there are apps where you can use your phone as the fucking camera for your stream.
Yeah. So I would say use it. I think that's probably the biggest tip as a new person. I hung out with a good friend of mine from high school for the first time in over 10 years because he's thinking about getting into streaming. I taught him about Stream Elements, taught him about OBS, all of this stuff. And I went to his house and I was helping him set up. I was like, where's the webcam? And he's like, there's none. I'm like, okay. Like, that's fine. Like, he's new at it and stuff. Like, I wouldn't pressure somebody, but if you want to take it, like, if you want to have your best shot at getting any type of viewership or whatever, it's going to help. It's going to be much harder without one. And yes, there's a million big streamers that don't have, maybe not a million, but there's the big streamers that don't have it, but they're big already. Like, you're getting there without a camera is going to be so hard.
It's going to be very, very, very challenging.
Yeah. So I'd say get one, and they're cheap. Even if you don't use your phone, $50 will get you the one that I have right now, which is good enough, I guess.
The only way, in my opinion, you're getting away with not using a camera for live streaming is if your gameplay is like nade shot shroud level fucking gameplay.
Right.
Where nobody really cares about you or your personality, and they're just there to learn the game.
Right. I would say most VTubers, yeah, that's a whole different story. And
that's a whole nother thing.
I've started getting into VTubers a little bit, especially specifically one, but we won't get into that.
But even with VTubers, you're still getting the same effect. It is being personified. It just happens to be an illustration, typically an illustration or 3D animation.
And also a lot harder than just getting a webcam. But obviously different ballpark right there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, we you and I have really no say in anything past being a small streamer by, like you said, by any means. But if you're freaking new, maybe we can tell you some things. Like, get a fucking webcam.
I have been doing it long enough to definitely have some opinions.
Well, at least we've started, and we've done it enough where we can say, yeah, I started streaming a while ago. So if you're thinking about starting streaming, we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
That's our expertise level. That's our expertise.
Very true. But I actually have a little list that kind of has talking points. And the first one actually goes along with what we were talking about. Check your setup. Now, I think that particularly pertains to your equipment, right? Now, you can ask 100 different streamers, 100 different you can ask 100 different streamers about an opinion on something, specifically when it comes to the equipment you use for your live streaming, and I promise you will get 100 different fucking answers. Everyone is super, super, super opinionated, and it's all over the place. But in my opinion, so for example, I remember watching a Harris Heller video, and by the way, for those of you that don't know who Harris Heller is, if you're thinking about streaming and you have no clue who Harris Heller is, you're failing. You need to do some more research. Go on YouTube and look up Harris Heller. He is the stream doctor.
It's a wealth of information for sure that you're going to want. So.
Yes. But I remember he was talking in a video about audio versus video, and basically the importance of either or in your stream. And that if you have limited resources, which one should you begin capitalizing on? And video, in his opinion and in my opinion, should come first. Audio is very, very, very important. But putting your face up there, man, and it's crazy too, right? Because I'm sure you've run into plenty of people who kind of feel anxious. They got some social anxiety when it comes to throwing themselves up on camera, and getting over that can be kind of challenging. You know, there is definitely a sense of a kind of nervousness, right? You know, the idea is to have a bunch of people watching you, and then there's like this level of anonymity. You're not face to face, but I think it's super, 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 super fucking important. If you had to choose one or the other, say you got $50, right? And you have to choose whether to buy a brand new mic or buy a brand new camera. In my opinion, you buy a brand new camera. What do you think?
Honestly, I would go with the opposite, which is funny that you said the 100
Really?
streamers have a different. Yeah, because like I said, I think webcam's important, but if you're watching a stream, you're not going to want to continuously hear shit. Like, remember how my microphone sounded like an Xbox microphone before?
Oh yeah.
You would hate to watch that for a long time, or probably even more than a minute. Like, it sounded like shit. If you're using an Xbox mic, I would say upgrade that first. And if you have a shit webcam, then whatever. If you have no webcam, I don't know. I think audio might be a little more important in my opinion, especially since a lot of people watch like streams like for the long haul though, like sticking there for a couple hours per stream. They're a lot of times tabbed out. They're doing other things. They're listening. So that is where I come from that. But I understand why video would be super, super important. The difference between zero video to video is a huge leap, but having shit video to like decent video is not as important as having shit audio to pro audio, in my opinion. But there's so many ways around that because you can use your phone, and most people have decent phones. I mean, if you're a youngster and you don't really have that, have the ability to get like a nice phone from your parents or something, I get it. But most people have a smartphone; they can use a webcam. You can make vlogs with it. You can make so much content on it, and that doesn't stop at streaming. It completely can be used in so many ways. So I don't know,
dude, especially if you have an iPhone. Say you have an iPhone fucking 10 right now, you got to understand that camera is better than like 60-70% of like mid-tier webcams that you can buy right now.
Way better than this fucking webcam I'm using. Like, and I have an iPhone 12 and I've thought about it, but I don't see myself doing it. I'm on my phone having the time.
Fucking 60 frames a second at what, 1080?
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. I love taking like video, and I bought a gimbal for my phone recently. So like
really,
yeah, it's super nice, super nice.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm bringing it down to Texas. It's gonna be sick. Getting good audio.
Texas.
Sorry,
I'm triggered.
Getting good audio costs much more. Good point. I would say you can get to the point where it's acceptable on $50 though. You know, like you can get a decent microphone, USB microphone for like $50. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be passable for sure. Where a webcam $50 is going to get you like pretty much what I've used for a year, you know? So getting good audio though, I just spent $160 on an interface that I've had issues with literally up until the minute this podcast started. We were like, this sounds like shit. We can't go live. So I fixed it, but just working out the kinks because it's new. But yeah, some of this shit can get expensive. And that's another huge thing I would like to say is don't waste your money. And we've all been there. I've been there. Like some people are like, okay, I'm starting streaming. I have 50 followers. I hit affiliate. I need to get a stream deck. If you don't have the money for a stream deck, don't get a stream deck. You have so many other things to upgrade to.
True.
So don't go all out on your gear. That does not make you a bigger streamer at all. The stuff like the non-peripherals just do not matter as much as you want them to.
It's content, man.
It's content. Worry about your content. Be fun. Having a stream deck and be able to change my scenes or play music or have little funny sounds is not that important. So
very true. Very true. I wouldn't even have a stream deck if it weren't for Deviant.
Yeah.
They're the ones that bought it.
I mean, and it's fun. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. And I feel like a lot of people don't capitalize on how much stuff it can do, including me.
No, including me.
Yeah,
I have a lot on my stream deck.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff it can do, but it's just not necessary. It's just extra little controller that you can control some stuff with. But Funds in chat says he uses a GoPro, and I've always wondered how that works for people. I used to have like an old GoPro, like a GoPro 4, and it didn't connect to the computer easily. You had to get like a cam link type thing. I've always kind of wondered about the GoPro thing because they look sick, and FunStream looks sick. Shout out Fun.
Big shout out Fun.
Love you, buddy.
That man's going to be famous someday.
Dude, him and his cock.
The next thing that I have on here, which I'm surprised it took this long to get into this. Because this is a huge debate. If you go on Reddit, there are people shitting on each other constantly over this. It's the software. the software you use, right? You've got options: Streamlabs, Stream Elements, OBS, Twitch Studio, the whole fucking shebang. StreamYard, hello, and there's tons of fucking options. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like I fucked up in using Streamlabs OBS. I feel like I kind of fucked up because Streamlabs is or slobs, as people have coined it. It's more GPU heavy.
Oh.
So if you are, say, for example, you have a PC that's maybe a little behind the times, right? And you haven't already put in, dude, I must have 160 fucking hours just into the shit within fucking slobs. There's no way. Yeah. It's going to be incredibly difficult for me to move everything the fuck over. It scares the shit out of me. But if you're just starting, I actually would recommend using OBS Studio. It is way, way less CPU and GPU intensive. Okay. So if you're a little behind the times and you're trying to decide, please use OBS Studio. Slobs will kill your shit.
Okay. I didn't know that, which is interesting. However, I would say, again, the opposite. I would say if you're brand new and you don't know about this stuff, Slobs is at least way easier to figure out. It is so user-friendly. OBS is not as user-friendly. Like my friend, I went over to his house and he was asking me all these things, and I decided to go with OBS for him and Stream Elements. So I was teaching him all this stuff, and it's very confusing. It's very learning curve heavy. But Streamlabs OBS, Slobs, you can make your alerts right there.
Well, yeah.
It's just.
But I mean, if you're not a little too scared to I mean, it's more challenging, but it's not like fucking rocket science. You know what I mean? They've got a YouTube video for everything.
All right, but they just it's like you want to plug in and play and have it look decent. Slobs is going to be a lot easier, lot easier.
Dude, there are people out there right now that are streaming that, honest to God, use Twitch Studio. Did you know that?
I do know that, and.
If you're listening to this podcast right now and you're using Twitch Studio, let this be your one takeaway. You're fucking up.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
You are missing out on like a shit ton of features. Stop using Twitch Studio. And you would think that would be the one. That would be the biggest, right? It's fucking Twitch. But no, it's trash.
You said something about switching over from Slobs to OBS. Switching, if you start with one and you have months of using it, it's probably going to be the biggest pain in the ass to switch over. And I get that. I did it. I didn't want to do it.
Wait, you use OBS Studio?
I use OBS. Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, okay. For sure. I definitely switched over. Because like you said, there's OBS is a little bit better. Slobs was just easier to start with. So my friend Hayden, he is switching over right now, and he's like, I don't know when I'm going to be done with it. I'm just slowly doing it. So he's still streaming on Slobs, but wants to move to OBS. There's a few more features with OBS. It's a little more like if you know what you're doing, you can do cooler shit. Slobs is making it more plug and play. I always kind of compare them to iPhone and Android. iPhone is so user-friendly, the interface. Android can do more, but it might be a little more intensive. You need to kind of know what you're doing.
True. There's a learning curve.
There's a huge learning curve. So I would say if you're starting and you're completely like, I don't even know how to set up alerts, do a couple Google things, say like, how do I set up alerts with OBS? You have to use a second party, right? You're probably going to end up using Streamlabs, the service, not Slobs, not their OBS, but their online service to probably make them. And that would go right into Streamlabs versus Stream Elements. Those are kind of the two top dogs. I use Stream Elements. It's, in my opinion, infinitely better. But not as easy.
For what, your alerts and stuff?
My alerts, my overlays, yes, everything. I don't use Streamlabs for anything. I think actually I'm getting donations. Like if you click my donations link, I think it comes from Streamlabs for some reason. But other than that, no, I haven't opened Streamlabs in 10 months.
Waiting for Perry in chat asks, you can use browser sources in OBS.
Correct.
Can't you? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And that's how...
You certainly can. We all need to be straight on something. Streamlabs, Slobs, it is based off of OBS Studio.
Yeah.
So anything that Streamlabs can do, typically, in most cases, the only reason I'm not saying all is because there might be some hidden feature that I don't know about. But to my understanding, anything that Slobs can do, OBS Studio can do.
Right.
And to be honest with you, probably better. Not easier, but better. I look at it this way. Put simply, OBS Studio is they made their shit for features. They were capitalizing on features and sustainability, consistency. Slobs big on starters, big on beginners.
User
and
friendly.
for what it's worth, it works. It works just fine, and it is pretty easy. Especially they have a Prime thing that I actually fucking pay for because I'm a schlub. Where you don't even need to like go out and find your fucking alerts and fucking overlays and all this. You can export a file and it just pops it all the fuck in your shit. I actually messed up one day because I was trying to, after maybe 80 hours put into my stream, I was just trying to move over that file. I thought it would just add it as a slide, and instead it deleted my entire fucking stream and replaced it with those overlays. It was horrifying.
That back, like, I don't think people get that behind the scenes stuff, like, especially if you want to switch things up or if you're just starting. It's a lot. It is a lot of stuff. Like, I taught my friends I taught my friend the other day how to make alerts, and I taught him how to do like the follower alert. I'm like, okay, now you have to do that exact process that just took us like 20 minutes with everything. Like, he's like finding the GIF he wants and the sound he wants and bringing them together and blah blah blah. Like, I was like, just figure that out. He's like, well, I don't know what to do for the rest of them. I'm like, that's where you just got to get creative. Like, what do you want? Like, he wanted like a screaming goat as one of his alerts, and then have the screaming goat audio go off. And I'm like, perfect. Go find a screaming goat GIF and go find a screaming goat audio. Bring them in and put them in. Like, it's intensive. It's a lot of work. Slobs has some options where you can do some presets and just drag drop. Boom.
Oh yeah.
But again, it's where you're comfortable with. I just go. YouTube's going to be your best friend. Really, it's going to be the easiest thing to like look up. Like, okay, I want to start streaming. How do I do this in Slobs? How do I do this in OBS? Figure out which one's for you. Honestly, neither are bad. Neither are bad.
No. I wouldn't say either of them are bad.
Yeah, but
I do regret using Slobs. I should have went straight for OBS Studio.
Is it just because of the GPU thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the only reason I move over to Slobs is because there's plugins. You can download plugins a lot easier, and like, for me, I have like things that like my webcam do like 360s and like switch from side to side. Like, I can do that stuff with my Stream Deck. And that's literally the only plugin I really wanted. I'm like, well, I can't do it on Slobs, so I'm going to OBS.
Yeah, man. With Slobs, everything is in-house. They try and make everything that they can in-house. So anything that the streamer needs, all its tools, they try to offer that. And in some cases, it's fucking great. It's spectacular. It's fucking top tier because it's so easy. But you're definitely limited in some features. But if you're just starting, I actually agree with Sam. I do agree with Sam. If you're just starting, go for Slobs.
Yeah. How good are you?
Maybe don't put all don't. What is that catchphrase? Eggs in one basket. Don't throw all your eggs in one basket like I did, man. And now I would have been moved over to OBS Studio, but it's too much.
It's a lot. It is a lot. I don't ever want to switch again. Nor do I want to ever set up a new computer again and have to reset it all up. Because like, if you're not on that computer, if your computer crashes and just starts on fire tomorrow, you have to reset up all that stuff. However, that's why I use Stream Elements. All of my overlays are up on a cloud, basically. I just go find that URL and throw it back into a new OBS, and I'm good to go. Or if I want to go stream at a friend's house and I don't have my shit there, I just go online, grab that fucking file, grab that URL, put it as a browser source, done.
Oh yeah,
which is nice. All my alerts are right there. What's up, Eternal Wave GG? Welcome in. How are you? Yeah. What was I gonna say about starting?
Dude.
Yeah.
This one's super important. Next one on the list. Getting your audio right the first time. And to be honest with you, how long have you been streaming, Sam?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, and his audio still gets fucked. The audio is, dude, and I don't know what it is, man. It's like sometimes I feel like my computer has a fucking mind of its own. Like, legitimately. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be perfectly fine. I nary need to unplug a thing or plug in a thing or change a setting, nothing. And then one day I get on and I swear to God, everything has fucked itself and nothing sounds right. Or you fucked up and turned your gain up to 100%.
I just updated it. Leave me alone. It's new.
You guys should have
Okay.
heard it. It was horrifying.
Oh, I can have him hear it. Yeah, this is what it sounds like when my gain's all the way
Oh
up.
my God.
How is it? Pretty bad, right?
Yeah, I don't like that. Are you using that new thing you got, the Elgato Wave?
The Elgato Wave XLR. Yeah, brand new.
Oh,
brand new
I want it so bad, dude. Speaking
working
of
out the
audio,
kinks.
listen to me. If you have a chance to go XLR, because this is another huge debate on Reddit. There are a lot of people that are like, "Oh, it's totally not worth it. It's not even worth it. The changes are so minuscule, no one would notice, right? It's like moving from 144 hertz to 160, whatever the fuck hertz. They say it's you wouldn't notice. You fucking notice. That's fucking full cap. You can definitely tell the fucking difference.
Is that a dog in your background?
Oh shit, it is.
Bro, I've never seen your dog before.
You've never seen my dog?
Mabel even perked up when I said dog.
You've never seen my dog?
No, you've never let me
Okay, hold on.
show the dog. So for the Spotify listeners out there, you're missing out on some good oh my goodness.
Little freak.
Chewbacca, what are you doing?
He smells like a Cheeto.
He's exactly the cutest dog in the world.
He is.
Mabel's sitting right back here, jealous as fuck.
It doesn't get cuter.
This dog? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You been a good boy?
What's his name?
Riley.
Riley.
I named him after the dog from Call of Duty.
His name is Chop, even if he says it's Riley, says chat.
I've been calling him Chop since he was a puppy.
It's adorable. I love him so much. Anyway, so another
hold on.
tip.
Before we move on, I need to add this little tidbit of information.
Please.
Before I actually tell you, can anyone guess what 2 breeds make up that dog?
German Shepherd.
Uh-huh.
And Labradoodle. Doodle something. I don't know. What?
Yorkie.
Oh my god.
He's a German Shepherd Yorkie. Someone please, for the love of God, explain to me how that happened.
Love is love, baby.
That'd be like a monkey fucking a football.
I'd love to see that too. Here's my pro tip for starters: get a dog and get a dog cam. People love dogs. I can tell you, my channel wouldn't be half as it was if it wasn't for Mabel. She's made up my channel.
Dogs and cocks.
Dogs and cocks, dude. That's just what it's all about, baby.
Listen to me, because I know for a fact someone's going to go back and listen to this, and they're not going to know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay, someone else. We have another streamer. He's on the BCMG stream team. He is the fucking best around. Deviant Nation knows him. We helped out. We got his daughter a birthday gift a while back. He has a pet chicken camera, and he calls it the cock cam. And dude, original content.
That's beautiful. Honestly,
that's fucking
good
beautiful.
segue to original content. Being original, like, don't be like every other streamer. Don't be like every streamer. If you want to get a fucking chicken, get a chicken and fucking bring it into your stream. Why not? You know, like,
yeah, man.
Do something different. Be fun. I don't know. Literally be fun.
Be fun.
That is not what I meant, but fun is the guy.
Oh, finally, the name has paid off. I know he did that for. He's been waiting for this moment.
He's literally in chat right now with 2 different accounts on his Twitter.
Oh yeah, he really is.
What a guy.
What a fucking guy.
Dude, I love him and his cock, dude, so much.
Oh, here goes another thing. Very, very, very often overlooked, even by myself, because I do not have the best, dude, a good internet connection. And by no means do you need fucking 600 up, 700 down. You don't need that shit. But it needs to be reliable. It needs to be reliable and somewhere in the ballpark of, like, if you can help it, like 15 megabytes.
Yeah.
15 to 20 megabytes, you're Gucci.
I feel like that's something that people usually can't control. I know that, like,
that's true.
When you buy internet, yeah, you can go with the lower one, but usually people who have the lower one do not even have the option to get the higher one. There's areas in this country that just don't have it. So yeah, for sure, it sucks, but I know a lot of people who have.
I know a guy that sometimes streams with his mobile hotspot.
Really?
Yeah, you know him. It's fucking Brad.
Really? Does it work all right, or is it glitchy as hell?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Works all right.
No, I'm not rich enough to have a mobile hotspot. I have a data like cap 15 gigs like a month or something, split between 3 people, something like that.
Dude, unfortunately, I pay $300 a month for the 3 phones on my fucking line.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky in that way. We've had a family plan that's been in place forever, and they don't raise our rate, so I pay like $40 for my phone.
You get unlimited everything?
No. Data cap at like 5 gigs per
Oh,
person.
that sucks.
It does suck, but I'm on Wi-Fi like all the time.
That's booty. That's booty buns.
But if I ever try to stream a video while not on Wi-Fi, pretty much eats it up in a day. You know, like done. You're done. You don't do that.
Sam, have you ever do you experience that level of mental pressure while you're streaming where sometimes you'll look up or you'll look at chat and be like, fuck, have I been silent for the last 3 minutes?
That is so funny that you said it because I didn't even remember this. Hi, Mom. Mom's in chat.
Mama passion.
That's her.
We love her.
Yeah, she's great. I just had a dream literally last night where I was streaming and I did not know I forgot. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. I had my something over my OBS, so I forgot I was streaming. I was just sitting there chilling, and I'm like, oh no. So I clicked back over and chat was like really busy like an hour before, and they all stopped talking because I wasn't talking back to them. And I'm like, no. And I looked up, I had 0 viewers. I'm like, no. So
did you say you forgot you were streaming?
This is a dream, but yes.
Oh,
yeah,
dream.
I just forgot completely that I was.
Damn.
Ever have
that's a fucking muted? Nightmare.
Fun just asked, and I think this has happened to everybody. Have you ever had your mic muted for a while and nobody said anything? That's the worst. Yes. It happens to everybody.
Yes, that's the worst. However, in Deviant Nation, I do that so much that typically speaking, by the time I actually go live, somebody's waiting and they're checking and they'll let me know right off
really?
Rip. Yep.
Yeah, I've definitely had it where it goes like 5-10 minutes and nobody's chatting, and that's fine. And then some new person will pop in and be like, hey, and I'll be like, oh, hey, so-and-so. And they'll be like, you're muted. I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks for coming in and saving my stream, bro.
God damn it, it's been 5 hours.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Go back, watch the VOD. Silent.
Yo, do you still watch your VODs back?
No.
Me neither, man. What happened? Did you at first?
Yes, a little bit. And I think we just kind of fell into that contempt. Like I'm content with this, and then I don't. You're not like working to better it every single time, and you should at least like every once in a while work on what can I do better, and not sit in like I'm content. I'm sitting at 10 viewers average because now I've sat at that content for so long that now I've dropped back down to like 5 average. You know what I'm saying? I haven't worked on it. Yesterday's stream was hilarious. It was a good time, but otherwise, like my streams have been pretty scuffed. So just Overwatch with Chad usually.
Dude, I think I'm in the same rut, man. I got a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
And inadvertently, I've gone kind of backwards in that comfort. I don't have the same fire that I did when I first started this.
Yep, exactly.
Which and it comes in very true realization.
Not only does viewers come in waves, like sometimes you'll have great streams for a month and then next month you won't have any, but also your motivation comes in waves. Like,
yeah, man.
I like a couple months ago, if I wanted to switch my overlay, I would have done it and I'd have so much fun with it and it'd be great. These last 2 months I've been thinking about I need to switch up my alerts, make things look new and fresh.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the motivation. So like once I get that back, I will do it. But motivation's hard, and streamer burnout is real. We've talked about it a million times, but it's so real. Like you feel like you still need to be going live, but like, you know, like, oh, I need to go live. So you go live for 2 to 3 hours and it's just like, okay.
And you know what I think, honestly, as a little side note, you know what I think the remedy is to prevent that burnout? Having no expectations.
Yeah, I should try
that. Little to no expectation.
Mom, stop listening. I just do meth. That's what I do. Takes the burnout right away.
Stop it. You didn't even give her a chance.
Yeah. Kelsey just, I don't know why I said Kels and then finished her name. Kelsey. Hell's Kels in chat said, on the topic of streaming 101, can we talk about the basic Twitch etiquette in chat and on stream? And I think we were going to do that as a whole episode because there's so much to cover. And I wanted to kind of put that in with also like raid etiquette as well and things like that for like streamers. And we definitely want to make that a full episode. So this is more like a brand new, like streamers are coming in. Hi Chop. Hi, baby. Sorry, he just staring at your outlet for some reason. He's like, "Oh, this is a nice outlet." A
little freak.
But yeah, chat with the mods is definitely a episode we want to do. But this is more for just like brand new people or people who maybe need to hear about the basics a little bit more. And honestly, we're probably going to take away stuff like already, like we're talking about us being burnt out. Like maybe we should, revisit our own shit. And sometimes you need to revisit those basics a lot. But what do I know? I'm sitting at 5 average viewers when I was doing all right for a while. So don't listen to me.
To be honest, I would recommend setting a reminder and doing it once a week, going back and picking maybe 2 of your VODs, going through and picking that apart and figuring out what little things can I tweak? Because they don't need to be big. They could be little things. But if you capitalize on that, and each week you're adding maybe a new thing, but you know what I mean? I don't know if you agree. I could say this all day, and I could probably give fantastic fucking advice, but I don't follow my own fucking advice, man. The motivation is so difficult sometimes.
Yeah. Kelsey, I need to say this now before I forget to remind you. When you're using slobs or OBS, either one, and your GPU is not doing so hot, instead of just opening it regular, before you open it, right click it and run as administrator. It'll take that way down. I don't know what it is, but I watched a video on it. Run it as administrator. Everything else will be the same, but when you open it, it'll say like, "Are you sure you want to run this as administrator?" Say yes, and that'll help your GPU a lot. Pro
he
tip:
is not wrong.
Have a 9-year-old girl punch you in the face. Yeah. On stream, preferably, not just in a regular day, and then come back and expect you to have viewers. Get a 9-year-old to come on your stream and punch you in the face for content. Beautiful.
You can set the shortcut settings to always open it in admin mode too, Wayne Hill says. Thank you.
Did not know that. See, Wayne knows his shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn Canadians.
That's how I have my slobs. That's how I have that set up.
Oh, really?
Yep. Oh, you know what else? Listen to me. I hope Kevin is still in chat.
I hope he's not.
But speaking about all this GPU and whatever intensive stuff, it came back to bite me in the ass because a couple streams ago, I tried to play Warzone on stream and it wouldn't let me. I couldn't. I was dropping frames. I was getting maybe 15, 20 fucking frames in Warzone. And I sat on a fucking phone call with Kevin for like an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to fucking figure this out and could not figure it out. And in the end, it might just be because I think I remember when I first started streaming, there's a setting somewhere in your computer where you can prioritize either the stream or the game. And I think I have it set to prioritize the stream. So I think that's why I might be dropping frames and shit.
Interesting. Dude, dropping frames is the most frustrating thing in the goddamn world. And you're going to deal with it. I mean, I'm not the greatest computer in the world. Definitely. It's needs some upgrades, but I turn all my games down to lower settings just because you just can't handle it. And that's fine. It's not a huge difference, but people are there for the personality. I mean, my gameplay sucks ass, so they're definitely not there to like see like high resolution Overwatch gameplay. But dropping frames is an ass and a half, dude. Whatever that means, an ass and a half. You ever heard that phrase before?
No, I've heard half past monkey's ass according to its balls.
Holy shit, I like that. Damn. Now this is the real topic here. Good. My grandma says I'm busier than a cat covered in manure. I don't know
what?
Why. I don't know why.
What is that? Why would that make the cat busy?
Cat doesn't want to be covered in manure, so it's got to fucking run around and be crazy until the manure's off him. I don't know.
And why are you saying say that word again? Covered in what?
It's the way she says it. Manure.
Manure.
It's not manure.
I love
it's
that.
Manure. Yeah, it's very funny.
Half past the meth pipe. Damn. Shots fired.
I wanted to bring up something that I realized with my own streams recently, and so maybe it's not a very beginner tip, but it's something you need to keep in mind, is that lately I have been going live with a lot of people in my Discord or something, and we're just chatting and it's a good time, but I'm so focused on the game and I'm not making good content. People are at my stream to like listen to me and have conversations with me, and I want it to be a big community thing. Recently, I haven't been doing that. I haven't been focusing on that. So in this next month, I'm going to be playing games that are much less intensive, something I can just have on in the background and be playing. And basically, the stream is me having a conversation with chat. It's about that community. It's about that.
Hell yeah, man.
Whatever's happening in the background, it doesn't matter. Like, don't worry about your game so much. I know we're going to talk about this and like what games to play and whatever, but part of that is if you are looking for like the community aspect of it and you want it to be that, I'll throw on Hollow Knight, which I've played through multiple times, and just play it and not talk about the game like, oh fuck, this is hard, or like, oh, I want to do this. Like, I don't need to talk about it at all. Like, they don't even probably want to hear me talk about it at all. They'd much rather me talk about whatever I talked about yesterday. Yesterday, I was a just chatting screen. I put up a full screen video of the ocean and like different like seascapes and like fish. I turned my lights blue so it looked like I was part of the ocean. And I just sat there and I talked to chat. I didn't talk about the fish. I just pretended like I was at an aquarium with people. It was fun as hell. And they loved it. And it was great. It was like one of my best streams I've had in a while. And it was so fun. And I had like 1 or 2 people in my Discord. So, and they had my chat pulled open. So chat could have a conversation with not just me, but also the people that they could hear. So like if they wanted to direct a question at Casper, let's say, who was in chat, they can ask and say, hey, Casper, what's this? And they would answer blah, 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 blah. So like you got to really focus on your chat. The game might not matter as much. And if you want to just play Warzone, what?
You are a god.
Unless you're a god. If you want to just play Warzone, which I think 80% of the people I know getting into streaming are playing that type of game, that's fine. Don't talk about it too much. Don't try to focus on your other shit. It's not about just winning. It's not just about I'm sitting blankly at the screen. I'll pop into anybody's stream, and just because chat's not talking, they're not talking. They're just playing Warzone. I'm just like,
at least not until you're at that level.
Until you're at that level, like, yeah. And then once you're at the level, a lot of times chat can talk amongst themselves. You see the big streamers, they're talking amongst them. They're a community. You're there as well, but you don't have to be like that pillar. They are hanging out with each other, and that's such a great feeling to see. Is seeing those people converse with each other, and you don't really have to be there. It's nice. The goal. It's so nice. So, and he had one of the best.
There are motherfuckers that can literally hit go live, and pretty much do nothing.
Yep.
Really not do anything. They're just gaming, and they're recording them gaming.
Yep.
And their community, it was made and built so strong already that they don't have to maintain shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming really. I mean, also of course to be a part of the streamer and see the streamer, talk to the streamer, but mostly they're catching up with themselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit.
I love it. No, that's the dream. If you're sitting, I mean, if you hit affiliate, which is that 3 average, which I think maybe we should talk about those goals, those couple goals that Twitch require. We should talk about that here in a second. But if you hit those 3 average viewers and it is legitimate viewers, which would be nice, that community will grow. It will start growing. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, man.
If you're doing it right and you're communicating with them and they're engaged as much as you can make them engaged, another person will pop in and they will engage and they will make friends with those other 3 people and it'll grow. And then you got to make your Discord and keep that community tight knit. The community's not there for you. They're there for each other. You're there for them. It is truly a community. Don't ever forget that. I know people probably don't forget that too often, but like if they're all hanging out, like half of Chad's community now hangs out over in my chat. Like, which is sick because like they're all friends. They're not there just to watch Chad or just watch me. They're there to hang out with each other. We just give them a place to do that. And thank God that they're there because they're hilarious as hell. And I like hanging out with them. I'm part of Chad's community. And then Chad's community goes hang out with Perry when he streams. Like
fucking Perry. If we weren't doing the podcast, I could go on for 40 minutes about how this man is bleeding into every part of my life.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. That like networking and like finding weird like friendships and relationships in places where you weren't even really looking for it. Like, for example, one of my most bestest moderators, Kells, was Sam's moderator.
Mm-hmm. Sam is mine.
And now she's my moderator.
Yeah. Mine first, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Years and years we've been friends. So
yeah, well, I had Perry first, so
yeah, you could have fuck Perry, you know.
Ooh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Liar.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, those Twitch goals are fucking pointless.
Let's talk about them because I actually had a pretty controversial tweet that made a friend of mine hate me and now will not talk to me.
Damn, over a Twitch goal?
No, over a Twitter post. I was feeling a little spicy, and I said, if you have Twitch affiliate as a thing in your Twitter bio,
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I think it's cringy. It's a very easy goal to hit, somewhat. Like, I get that it's hard for a while. It took me months. It took me months the first time. And I get that, but
there's pride in it, man.
There is some. I think it's a little cringy to
for
see
some.
that. For some. Yep. I got a little miffed about it. Yeah, it pissed a lot of people off. Every time I see it, I'm just like, cool. You hit 3 average viewers and 50 followers, like, and then like a lot of times I'll click on their thing and they'll have like over 1,000 followers and like a good community. I'm like, is this still like you're a Twitch streamer? Like, why are you talking about being an affiliate? Like, yay. When you're hitting it, it's exciting. It's so exciting to first hit it, but I don't know if it's really a bragging point by any means. But if you think it's a bragging point enough to put in your Twitch bio, do it. But it pissed one of my friends off so hard. And I said, Twitch affiliate is like the bare minimum. I used the words bare minimum and it pissed her off. And I'm just like, 3 average viewers can be done with literal bots and a couple friends that you just, hey, can you pop this open? Done.
For me and for a lot of others, there is a big difference between if I see on a bio Twitch streamer and Twitch affiliate.
I agree.
Twitch
100%.
streamer is a hobbyist. A Twitch affiliate means I am here for business. I am serious about what I'm doing. Or it's an accomplishment. I'm proud of it. Because not everybody is a fucking Twitch affiliate. What? Fucking 80% of fucking 70% of Twitch they're not affiliated. I think it's a little this is weird for me to say because I was blessed and lucky enough that I had friends and family that jumped in and I got Twitch affiliate in 7 days. I really didn't have to try. And I almost kind of wish that I did because I think I took that for granted. But I totally disagree with you. I think that is legitimately something to be proud about.
No, I think it is something to be proud about. I do, especially when you first hit it. It's awesome. It is incredible feeling. There's just something in me that every time I see it in there, it makes me cringe.
What about partners? Does that make you cringe?
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Why?
Probably because I'm not there.
They are the same thing.
Honestly, probably. Is that it's got to be. Yeah, ban it. Go ahead. Are you a mod on here, Kels? I can make you a mod if you want. It almost like that's like a perfect example is this person putting this in chat, because like it's really fitting in the conversation and it is spam. But no, I can't help it. I just cringe on it, and like I get that that's a really bad take, and I stand by it with my own, but I understand why people don't agree with it. I just like why put that in your bio? This is my recant to what I just said. Perry says partner is 1,000 times harder to hit. It is. Mm-hmm. It is, but it is the same. You are chasing a goal. You are chasing a viewer minimum among other requirements, right? You know, hours streamed, yada yada yada. And for a lot of people, not for everyone, for some people, I got lucky, man. I had friends and family that jumped in. I didn't even really have to try that hard. But the reason I put Twitch affiliate, like, for example, if you go on my TikTok, it says fucking Twitch affiliate. The reason I put Twitch affiliate, the obvious one, which nobody wants to talk, it's fucking marketing. It's advertising. Hey, I am a Twitch affiliate. If you're interested in Twitch people, come and check out, right? It carries a nuance. But it sets you, in my opinion, apart from I just stream on Twitch. I am a Twitch affiliate. This is, there's like a level of seriousness that kind of delineates or distinguishes you apart from just like the average Joe. I can see why. Yeah, I can see that. I can see. I don't think that when I see it, like my brain doesn't go to, oh, they're doing this like more professionally.
I know how you see it as I stream on Twitch. Come and watch me stream on Twitch. I'm the best Twitcher.
See, I wouldn't cringe about somebody saying I stream on Twitch in their bio. I'm a Twitch streamer. There's just something about the word affiliate.
What's the difference?
It's just it feels braggy. I don't know why. I wish I could rewire my brain, but it's a weird brag. Like I would 100% everybody who always posts that email that they get when the affiliate. I love that. Then move on and keep grinding, keep going. Like I don't need to see like you could put Twitch streamer in your bio from day one if you want to like hit it hard. Do it. But there's just something about it that just feels weird. And maybe it was like somebody who did it once and it clicked me the wrong way, and now my brain just thinks that way.
What does your Twitter bio say?
Oh, probably something awful. Let's look. Twitter bio. Let's go. I use this Twitter to talk about movies you probably haven't seen and to tweet when I go live on Twitch. And then there's my Twitch link in the bio as well. So yeah, it to most people that's like the same as saying I'm a Twitch affiliate. But to me, there's something in my brain.
No, I definitely think there is a difference. I'm not saying that they are the same. There's definitely a difference, and I can kind of see. I can understand why you look at it the way that you look at it, and now it's making me question the way that I look at it, which is bothering me.
Hey, I don't want to change anybody's opinion on this. This is just something that I had going because we were talking about those goals. To hit those goals, you can do it legitimately, and you can do it non-legitimately, which is I think fine. Like. You have a couple friends that just pop in and then they don't even really watch. You just have like people, hey, can you support me? I'm trying to hit affiliate. I think if you really want to hit affiliate, put a little bit of work, you can do it. I don't think it's as hard as some people think it is. And it took me months, but I was doing things wrong. I was doing things wrong for months. And that's just the way you learn. But to hit affiliate, to hit 50 new followers, if I wanted to hit 50 brand new followers today,
let's be honest here. Hitting the follower count is not that difficult. It's the viewership.
The viewership is hard, especially when you streamed for a couple months under like the pretense of not really knowing what you're doing, and you have that one average viewer for a month. Getting that up to 3,
oh man,
takes forever. But if you can hit it right away, when you first start, if you can hit 3 average viewers on your first few streams, then it's done.
Definitely, if you can help it by putting content out first. Before moving over to live, dude, that's the fucking way to do it.
Or get your friends to be in there lurking for your first few. It'll help. But if you
go live,
I
was lucky enough, that's what I did.
I went live to test the waters. I didn't tell anybody. I just went live to see what it was like, see if anybody would trickle in, and I would sit at 0 to 1 for a couple streams. Now your average is so much harder to get up. It's interesting. I'm sitting here trying to make Kelsey a mom.
By the way, Sam, I'm throwing it out there. Well, not just Sam, but everybody. I'm gonna have to end this a little bit earlier than usual at around an hour instead of the hour and 15.
Why, Chad?
I don't want to say.
You can't say it. Oh, okay.
I can't say.
It's kind of hot. I kind of don't want you to say. Now it's kind of mysterious.
I'll send you a picture of it happening. What I need to leave for.
Gross. No, thank you. I had to log into our Twitch to make Kelsey a mod, and it was like sending me like authorization to log into our email. It was a fucking mess. But you are now a mod.
Kels is obviously short for Kelsey, but when you say Kelsey, it weirds me out.
Yeah, that's funny because Kels for the longest time was like just not what I heard people
almost
call her.
Like when you call me Chad.
I can't. I just can't get it. It's in your name, dude. It's
I
like
know.
If you want, you should be CJ the Deviant. If you want to be CJ.
That sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
Chad the Deviant. Come on, man. Say them in your fucking head. CJ the Deviant, Chad the Deviant. What sounds better?
They both sound the fucking same.
They both sound what?
The same exact.
You're wrong.
Honestly, the name Chad is kind of cringy. Like because of the internet, like, oh, you're Chad, you're a Karen. Is kind of like almost like the same.
That is you. Oh my God. That is the most Minnesota thing I've ever heard you say in my life.
What?
Chad is not the male version of Karen.
No, but it has its own little like Chad is like a.
You mean in its level of nuance, maybe because it carries a lot of nuance.
Like if you see a dude, bro, it's like, oh, look at that Chad over there.
Yeah, meaning there's tons of jokes about it, but a Karen is not like a Chad.
Not what I'm trying to say. You've been offended. Maybe you are a Karen. Okay, listen. But
your Chad is showing.
Yeah. Dude, Jesus Christ.
What's a giga Chad? Why do people say that to me? What does that mean?
Super bro. You're like a fucking pop collar fucking.
Excuse me?
All right, dude. That's just.
Do I come off as a Giga Chad?
No, but your name is Chad, so we can call you that.
Do I even come off as a Chad?
No, you really the backwards hat maybe a little bit right now, but like, no, you don't. Listen, you don't. You're more of a CJ, so maybe your name should be CJ the Deviant. That's what I'm saying.
So call me CJ, motherfucker.
That's not your name on Twitch, so I just don't see CJ. So it doesn't pop up. I'm sorry, bro. It's what I know.
We have permeated the level. Okay, we're no longer on just Twitch friends level, right?
You and I.
You've seen my nipple.
I have seen your nipple, and now your dog, which is even better.
Yes.
Thank you for that. By the
Next, it'll be my dog's nipples.
Ah, yeah. Wait.
Do male dogs have nipples?
That's a really good question. Do they have 2 nipples? Like, or do they have 8 nipples? No.
I don't know, dude.
Time to Google. All right.
I don't know.
Do male
Someone's got to tell me.
Have nipples?
They got to. They have to.
Yes, both male and female dogs have nipples. These small bumps extend from their groin area up to their stomachs, and the number of nipples can vary. Dogs tend to have between 8 and 10 nipples, but some have more while others have fewer. Okay, why do...
Can you imagine having 10 nipples?
Why do male dogs? Yeah, I can imagine. That'd be great.
That's a lot of stimulation.
Male dogs have nipples for the same reason male humans do. They develop in the embryo before gender is assigned. Well, gender is a construct, man. You can't just assign it in the womb like that. Once the male gender is determined, the nipples stop developing and do not become part of the reproductive system. My nips are useless. Well,
not entirely. Nips. Not entirely.
Do we want to get into this?
Stimulation, first and foremost.
Okay, I just
if you're into that.
That's funny. Okay.
There are counts of male what's it called?
Lactation.
Lactation. There we go.
Can I stop you here? We have about 3 minutes before the hour mark. I gotta tell this story now.
Oh, hit me with it.
Oh, this is gonna be very fucking personal. Here we go. So when I was in probably 8th grade, I was running in gym. I was just had started running, and I felt my nipple do something a little weird. I look at my shirt, and it is wet, like a good 1.5 inches of wet. And I'm like, what is that? Is that sweat? Did I drool? What's going on? But I felt it like come out of my nipple. So I'm like, something just came out of my nipple. So I Googled it later. Shut up, Chad. I'm trying to tell this story. It's about my fucking puberty. I Googled it later, and yes, in certain cases, while you're going through puberty as a male, you can randomly lactate. 100% real. Look it up. So I'm convinced to this day that randomly in gym class one day I lactated just a little squirt. That was the only time I ever remember doing it. It's not funny, dude. I lactated as I'm a man, dude. I'm strong, sexually advanced. I'm now I'm not so sure because you're making fun of me. But listen. What? A guy can lactate while he's going through puberty. It's fine. I think that's the end of this episode, unfortunately. Oh, no.
He fucking said...
What?
He said I was running into...
What? What is that the funny part?
He didn't. Yes. It's not. You come on, man. Let's break down the joke. If this had happened, well, not a joke. I'm so sorry you went through this.
Thank you.
Like it'd be different if, like, you were at the doctor's. You know what I mean? It's not as funny. It's the environment and the thought process that made that so funny. You said
it can happen at any time. We're supposed to be at a doctor. It's like my nipple's like, oh, I can feel the environment we're in. I'm gonna fucking squirt a little bit.
Drool.
It was my right nipple. I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you die from this. Yeah, I'll take over. You have your coffee in a cup. Men out there, if you randomly lactate when you're in puberty, I'm with you, homie. It's fine. It's normal.
Oh my god, dude, I needed that.
It's fucking normal, you guys. It's fine.
I needed that.
I really wish I would have tasted it, but it's too late now.
What?
I mean, I had one chance to taste my own milk, and I didn't take it. That's all I'm saying.
Milk.
Milk. Is that how you say it? Milk with an I.
That's how it's spelled, Sam.
Well, yeah, but it's milk. Don't laugh at that now. Everything I do is wrong.
Everything you do is fucking hilarious,
It's
dude.
not supposed to be funny.
You know what you need?
What?
I'm gonna one up what Fun just said about needing a Milk Sam emote. You need to make a corn doggy emote with tatas and it's squirting milk. But make sure to put a beard on the corn dog so that they know.
Have you been to corndoggy.com yet?
Did I drool? Was that an actual thought?
What? Did I?
That,
yeah, I had no idea what was going on. It truly, like, did water drip from the ceiling? But like, I felt like I can't even describe the feeling. Like something came out of my nipple. That's never happened, and it's never happened again.
There is something gut-wrenchingly hilarious that just in the middle of an innocent day at school, you were struck with this conundrum.
And then I just went on with my day like it was, oh, that was interesting. And then I ran some more and I sweated.
I'm kind of jealous, actually.
Thank you.
I'm kind of jealous. That means you're capable of doing that.
Well, not anymore. I'm not in puberty anymore. Maybe I can. I'll start squeezing it more.
I'm not going to say anything.
How do you milk somebody? Like if a woman is like has birth and is like lactating, how do you get that shit to come out? Because mine just fell out. Like it was just like, oh, you know.
You have to massage and squeeze. Have you ever tasted breast milk?
No, I don't want to. Really don't want to.
Me neither.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Women leak. Yeah, you gotta get a pump. Yo.
So I've heard from a friend. Okay, let me preface this. This is I got this from Reddit. Okay. Allegedly, apparently, perhaps, breast milk kind of tastes like a bowl of milk after you've eaten Frosted Flakes.
No.
Like you pour a bowl of Frosted Flakes, you eat the Frosted Flakes. The milk that's left over after said
no
Frosted
way it's
Flakes,
that good.
Again, I heard this from a friend, but he was very adamant about
a friend on Reddit. Weird.
Yeah, you can make friends on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Give
me his username right now.
My name's Chad, dude. I'm famous on Reddit.
Yeah, man, you sure?
I don't even have to work for it.
I want cereal with Sam milk. Says Fun.
Dude.
Damn, dude.
Should we make a side podcast where there really is no like agenda? We just get up here and tell our stories.
This is like at this point, like 90% of the time, like we just go off on these stupid tangents, and half the time they're about my fucking titty milk, and I can't help it. You know what? It's not what it was supposed to. How did we even get to this? Why did we talk about lactating?
I don't know.
Oh,
I blame Kels. Somehow it had to have been Kels' fault.
Yeah, why are you talking about dog nipples and lactating, Kels? Gross.
Oh, that's what it was. The dog nipples.
Yeah, weird. Kelsey. Goddamn.
Hey, Fun, do chickens have nipples?
Hey, show us your cock nips.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we got to wrap this up because you got a lactating thing to get to or something.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. What else we got to say? Next week, hopefully we'll have our guest schedule back. You don't have to hear this kind of weird shit too much because I wouldn't talk about this shit in front of somebody that's cool. Just you fuckers. No offense. God, did you listen to our last episode? It was so good. It was a little like more less funny and more like on the nose, you know, because like I was really interested in music composing in video games, but it was so cool to have Zach on. So if you know what,
I need to go back and listen to that whole thing.
If you haven't followed us, if you're listening on Spotify or wherever you're listening right now, if you haven't followed us live, don't. It's terrible. And this milk shit will hopefully be edited out, right?
Milk.
It's milk. Like
it's
Melanie.
Milk.
It's milk.
Say silk.
Silk. Shut up, dude. Say what do you like?
South.
Paper or plastic? What are they talking about?
What are you talking about?
What is that? What's paper or plastic? You're putting your groceries in a
bag.
A bag.
Bag?
Bag.
You put your boggles in your bag?
It's a bag, dude.
Do you say bagels or boggles?
Bagel.
Are you lying?
No, why would I lie about that? Does anybody say
What do you call the carbonated drinks?
Well, I call them soda, but yeah, people call them pop or here.
No, I was referencing that some people call them soda.
Nobody says that.
I swear to God, Google it.
Fuck them, dude. They're dumb.
Oh,
Soda.
damn.
Sody pop.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Real
Graham?
quick, before we end, Donovan just posted it. Can you pronounce that for me, Sam? That word?
Graham cracker?
It's a Graham cracker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a Graham cracker.
Graham? Sorry.
That's how the fuck it's spelled, dude.
It is not. But yeah, it's spelled like that. Nobody in the world says Graham. How many syllables are in Graham, dude?
What's a very popular nut to eat that isn't a peanut or a cashew?
Almond. Want me to keep going?
Almond.
Almond? I would like some almond milk in my coffee.
What about when you're a kid and you get a box of blank to color?
Crayons?
Crayons. Thank you. Okay.
No, yeah, I don't say crayons.
No, some people say cranes. Like, how do they even say it's crayon?
Crayon.
Oh, nope. You just did it. Crayon.
It's crayon.
It's a crayon.
You agreed with me at first, though, dude. Don't listen.
Yeah, you said it different at first. I don't know where you fucked this up.
I'm glad we're recording this shit.
Crayon.
We really got to end so I can go back and listen. This has got to be the end. I'm gonna forget if we keep going. Crayon. Ick. Ugh.
Ridiculous.
Walks up to my dealer. Can I get 5 grams of meth?
No, that's different. It's spelled G-R-A-M. Graham.
Grams.
Fucking fun. Go home.
All right, I gotta go walk my dog. Follow us on things, please, for the love of God.
BCG for the love, you please. I'll die.
We're doing of our very first in-person episode. I'm going to be interviewing people in Texas. So I don't even know.
Wait, is that what's happening?
I mean, I haven't really fully decided, but he put it on the schedule. Like, our first event down in Texas is going to be Bottom Fraggers Live. I'm like, okay, well, half of us are going to be there, and I haven't decided on what that's going to be. But I bought a lapel mic for my phone, and I'm going to go up to people and like, how do you feel about?
And I'm going to be there virtually.
I don't know. No,
how's this going to work?
So I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? It's fucking Bottom Fraggers.
You missed last week's episode. I guess it's
Fraggers.
Yeah, there'll be people down there with me. Maybe you should come to Texas. No, we haven't had this conversation. We shouldn't do it live because it's going to hurt your feelings. But no, I don't think you're going to be involved.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this.
Because if you are involved, nobody's going to be able to hear you that I'm interviewing.
We have to figure something out.
You look so sad. You look so sad. But listen, that's just the way it's got to be. Come here, Mabel. Come here. Let's go. You want to talk to Chad?
What?
Look how sad she is.
Hi, Mabel.
He says hi. All right. This is fucking going off the rails.
Yeah, it is.
Chad, I love you. Chat, I also love you as well. Listeners of the podcast, I love you all. What else? What else? Next week, Monday, we'll be back.
We shall be back, and hopefully with a super awesome guest this time.
Hopefully.
Who
wants to be a guest? Are you super awesome? If we don't accept you and you say I'll do it, then you know you're not super awesome in our eyes. That suck.
Yeah, fuck. Anyway,
all right. Love you all.
Love you all. Have a fantastic night. Stay devious.
Stay fat.